In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to design an interactive sidebar for your application. Let's dive right into it by setting up the canvas on which we'll create our sidebar. First, you'll want to create an artboard tailored to the device you're designing for. If you're aiming for a desktop application, consider a width of about 1440 pixels. For mobile designs, you might opt for something like 375 pixels wide. This will help ensure the sidebar seamlessly integrates with the overall screen layout. Next, it's time to draw the sidebar container. Think of this as a rectangle that will sit snugly along the left or right edge of your design, depending on your preference. For a desktop sidebar, a width of around 250 pixels is a solid choice. If you're designing a more compact, collapsed version, consider something slimmer, perhaps ranging from 60 to 80 pixels for just icons. At the top of this sidebar, you'll place your logo or brand mark. This establishes brand identity and is the first visual element users will associate with your sidebar. Below the logo, it's time to add your navigation items. These are typically a combination of icons paired with text labels, such as dashboard, reports, or settings. Consistent spacing between these items helps maintain a clean and organized look and makes navigation intuitive for users. Don't forget about the footer section of the sidebar. This might include elements like a user profile icon, a logout button, or additional settings. Such elements offer quick access to essential features and enhance user experience. Now, it's time to infuse your sidebar with some visual style. Consider a background color that complements your overall design aesthetics. It's a good idea to set hover states for your navigation items. These can give users feedback by highlighting the item they're about to click. Also, plan ahead for hover and active states. These can be added later for a more dynamic feel. If you've envisioned a sidebar that can expand and collapse, designing both states is crucial at this point. In the expanded state, ensure it's wide enough to display both icons and their corresponding labels. For the collapsed state, narrow the width so only icons are visible, maximizing screen real estate when needed. Once your design is set, you'll want this sidebar to be easily reusable, so converting it into a component is the next step. Select all the elements you've added to the sidebar, right-click, and make it a component. Using Ctrl or CMD and K is a quick shortcut. This will allow you to reuse the sidebar and effortlessly create variations. For added functionality, we'll now add interactivity and manage states in the Property Inspector. Start by creating a new state and give it a descriptive name, like collapsed or expanded, depending on which is your default. For the new state, you'll adjust the sidebar's width, hide or reduce the labels, and keep the icons visible. This setup is crucial for clarity in both views. To bring it to life, switch to the Prototype tab. You'll select the toggle button or arrow in the sidebar that's responsible for switching states. Draw a prototyping arrow to the collapsed state within the same component. Set the trigger to tap or click, the action to transition, and choose your preferred easing and duration, perhaps around 0.3 seconds for a smooth effect. Don't forget to add a second interaction from the collapsed back to the expanded state, ensuring seamless toggling back and forth. And there you have it, a fully designed and interactive sidebar ready to enhance your application's user interface.